We Planted a Tree is a poem that was made into a storybook. In this story, two families in two very different parts of the world plant a tree. The tree grows and changes, and so do the families. We will see how trees help to make the world better. Readers, as I read this book, I want you to notice how I ask and answer questions about the key details of the story. I do this by asking questions like, who is that in the picture? What were they doing? Where are they? I try to answer my questions as I read. I ask and answer questions as I read because it helps me better understand the story. Based on the title, We Planted a Tree, and the cover illustration, I'm noticing there are two different families, each with a shovel in their hands. The background also looks different behind each family. I am wondering, where do these two families live? Both families are looking up at the tree with big smiles on their faces. I'm wondering, what's so special about this tree? Let's read to find out. We Planted a Tree by Diane Muldrow. When we plant trees, we plant the seeds of peace and seeds of hope. We planted a tree. We planted a tree and it grew up. Right away, we see the difference between the homes of these two families. Turn and tell your partner, where does each family live? What do you see in the pictures to help you know? We planted a tree and it grew up, while it reached for the sky and the sun. The sunshine went into the leaves and brought food to the tree, and the tree grew up. I'm wondering how the sunshine brings food to the tree. Fat little buds appeared on the branches. The sunshine went into the buds, and soon they burst open. Everywhere it was pink, and we were dizzy with springtime. Wow, I'm wondering where they are in this picture. The sun kept shining, the pink blossoms dropped off, but soon there were green leaves, green, shiny leaves, which had food inside for the tree. Green, shiny leaves, which cooled us, which kept the earth cool. I am learning that the trees help the earth and the trees help people. I'm going to reread page 12. Listen for the sentence that tells one way trees help the earth. Green, shiny leaves which cooled us, which kept the earth cool. Turn and tell your partner one way trees help the earth. Now I'm going to reread page 13. Listen for the sentence that tells one way that trees help people. We planted a tree and it grew up and gave us a shady place. Turn and tell your partner one way that trees help people. Tell them the part of the text that helps you know this. The tree's leaves helped clean the air and we breathed better. I am noticing that's another way the trees help the earth and help people. The tree fed us apples and oranges and lemons and sap for our syrup. So that's another way trees help people, to give them food. We planted a tree and it grew up. The tree kept the soil from blowing away. Now rainwater could stay in the earth. The soil became healthier because the tree was there, so we planted. We planted butternut squash and beans, corn and onions and cabbage in the healthy soil, the rich, dark dirt. We could grow our own food and we ate better. We planted a tree and it grew up, and it dropped acorns that fed the squirrels in winter. And birds came and other animals came too to live with the tree. We planted a tree and that one tree made the world better. We planted a tree, and that one tree helped heal the earth. Readers, the key details of this book tell many ways that trees are helpful to people and to the earth. Let's think about the ways trees are helpful that we have learned from the author of this book. Try to turn and tell your buddy 3 ways trees are helpful to people and to the earth. Now let's take a moment to think about how the tree changed throughout this book. First, it was very small. Then it grew taller and taller. It changed colors. Then it grew very big and had lots of leaves. On this page in the winter, the tree doesn't have any leaves at all. Now let's go back and look at the characters and see what we notice about the characters changing. I see a family with 2 small children. Same on this page, a family with 2 small children. The children are growing and growing and growing. So the characters grow and change just like the trees grow and change in this book.